Hello, Amazon viewers. Today we're here to review this electronic heating vest. Now, I have 4 of these between our family members. This one doesn't necessarily function the best. It functions as good as any of the others. The reason why we like this one is, I'll show you in a minute, the controls of this are fantastic. So that alone makes us think this might be a better buy to spend $30 or $40 more on this than one of the cheaper ones that doesn't have zone control. Now, I have this unzipped so I can show you the battery in a second, but one thing you'll notice is there is a logo strip on here, which might turn some people off. COREEDGE isn't exactly a brand, and for those who don't want brand advertising in there, unless this is completely zipped up where it's hidden, you're going to expose that if the vest is open or if it's not zipped up all the way. Now, here's the reason that we really like this vest. You can see on here, this has independent zone control. So there are 3 zones on here. There's one in the collar, there's one in the back, and one in the belly. If you're saying, well, my back's getting a little bit hot or cold, you can switch and toggle here between the different zones. You can see now that one is hot and the other 2 are cold. Or if you didn't want this one, you could completely shut it off right there, and now that one's shut off even though you can't really see it as much, and you have only the zones you want on there, which is kind of cool. I really like that it has independently controlled zones. And then also, if you want to turn the lights off on there so it doesn't look as much like a Star Wars costume, you can turn the light off even though it's still working. So I really like that. That's something I really like. Now, in terms of the zones, let's go through the zones real quick. There's one zone that's going to be in the collar area, and that is in the back collar. That one is by far our favorite feature. Do not buy one of these jackets. Even if you don't buy this one, there are less expensive ones that have that collar zone in the back. That's important because that one is the most comfortable to us. When you have that warm back of the neck, there's nothing like that in cold weather. And then the front zones are on either side here. It's in the belly area. We find that these zones don't really... it doesn't really make a noticeable difference. So that's our least favorite feature, is that the belly area doesn't get incredibly hot. You can kind of feel it. It has 2 pockets on each side if you put your hand in the pocket. But for the most part, the stomach zone, it's not the best. On the back of the jacket, where there's another logo, it has a patch that goes all the way down the back into the shoulders. That one is very good as well. You can really feel that going. It'll keep you warm and toasty. If you're going to turn down any area on this jacket from high to medium, it's going to be the back one. Now let me show you inside here. I've taken it out of this pocket here. This is the battery pack, and it is, a fairly substantial one. It seems kind of small. I have big hands, but one of the good things about this is you can tell how much battery is left. You can tell what the volts are and the amps that the jacket is using, which is pretty cool. A lot of them don't have that type of technology. And while this is pretty heavy for a battery, to be honest with you, when it goes in the pocket, you really can't feel it as much as you would think. So that's kind of cool. The minute I felt how big the battery was in terms of weight, I said, uh-oh, this jacket isn't going to get worn much. But then when it was in the pocket, you really couldn't feel it at all. Now, one of the things I'll say about the sizing, this is an extra large, and the mannequin's is small. That's why it looks so big. This is an extra large women's jacket.
I love this vest. So I'm going to turn it on. You have the different sections. You hold it down for a few seconds, and it will start to warm up, but it'll start to flash, and then it'll go to its medium regular mode. It'll all be white, but then you can go through and you can switch it if you want the regular, hot, or cool, like a blue one. You can turn the light off up top so that people don't know that it's a heated vest. But inside it has a heat pack here, another heat pack on the other side, a big one in the back, 2 over the ears, and it's just been the best purchase I could have made all winter. The battery lasts, depending on what level you have it, probably around 4 hours, give or take. but it's just an